Welcome back, everybody. Today is July the 10th, and we are working on the 2015 Can-Am Spyder F3. We're going to be doing an oil change and cleaning the K&N air filter. You need to excuse the mess. I have not been able to get back to the backyard to clean. I've already pulled out the air filter, and it is absolutely filthy. The filter's pretty dry. When you get a kit, it comes with the cleaner, and then it comes with the oil. This is an old kit. I went ahead and bought a new kit just in case that one's not charged. And we'll come over here to the Spyders. And like I said, excuse the yard. We have the white F3 that sits in here. Keep the sun off of it. We got the dual sport, little baby dual sport up there. And then of course the old Spyder that sits here. Now, I know it looks rough, but I have brand new seats for it. I have a lot of paint to paint this thing. I have a new back tire in the shed. I physically just can't do the work anymore, unfortunately, with my back and hip issues. So, number one, the air filter lives in this little hole right here. You just simply unscrew the 4 screws using hand tools, remove the filter. It's that simple. I did take the Spyder out for a little ride. So it's up to temperature. I am going to put the cleaner on that, and then we're gonna come over here and do the oil change. Not only are we doing an oil change, I don't even know where my oil went. My oil disappeared. We are changing the drain plugs on both sides. The reason we're changing drain plugs is I have 80,000 miles on this. They've never been changed. The motor's been out twice. I'm changing them. It's not the threads that I'm worried about. It's the actual where the tool goes in. It kind of rounds them out a little bit every time you pull them out, and I just don't want to have one that rounds out and I can't get out. So just getting new drain plugs, fresh oil from Le Monster. I did go to our local dealer. And I can't get an oil change kit, so I had to order a second for the white Spyder, Le Monster full synthetic oil change. So yeah, using this little table because I don't have a garage. We have the cleaner, and just spray it on. Don't be afraid. Get in all the grooves. And a K&N uses a cotton element, and then it uses oil to actually trap the dirt. And this one is well past its recommended cleaning cycle. So let's get this cleaner all on there. When you have bad hands, these little pumps hurt your hands. Yeah, you can see, look at all that crud down in there, right there. And we're just gonna let this sit. We're gonna go change the oil, and then we'll come back. In fact, I'm gonna put this under some shade so this cleaner doesn't dry out. Yeah, can you see all the gunk? Yeah, let's see. Shade, where's our shade? Shade. So I'll let you go. I'm gonna put that up, put that in the shade. We're gonna go change some oil. All right, so now we're back at the Spyder. If you've never changed your oil before, this is where, and I took the side cover off so it's easier to see. This thing has been in a lot of rain, a lot of salt, a lot of snow, so you're gonna see corrosion on it. I don't have a garage, so unfortunately, you know, this is the condition of this thing at 80,000 miles of hard use. Oil filter lives here. Down here we have the transmission side drain plug that is magnetic. On the other side, there we go. It's magnetic. It is a, I should be ready. I have all of my tools together and ready to go. I do believe it's a 6 mil. Yeah, 6 millimeter hex. Make sure you get a quality tool that fits well. I'm gonna pop the oil filter up, remove it, then we're just gonna come down here. We're gonna remove the transmission side. We're gonna let it drain. The kit that I have is from Le Monster. So it has all the washers, all the metals. Now I've had an issue with this rubber piece, the big one. This big one right here that fits right here, that it isn't the same diameter. So you need to double check that before you put this one on. I put it on before. I've started it and oil's just gushed out. So it does come with 6 quarts of 5W40 full synthetic motor oil. BRP recommends that weight, but in a synthetic blend. But like I said, they didn't have a kit, so I had to go with this. It's $119 shipped. I forget what taxes were, but you know, it's not bad for full synthetic oil, I guess. So we're going to remove this drain plug, let it drain. Small drain plug. I put a, like I said, I don't have a garage, so what I do is I always put a drop cloth down. That way, if I drop anything, it goes on that. I can find it instead of in the grass. It's not perfect, but you got to do what you have to do. So let's get to changing oil. And then I forgot why I was changing this drain plug to show everybody. So you can see it's been worked over a couple times. It's not as clean and as tight. So when you put that tool in there over and over and over and over and over again, they keep sticking to one another. It rounds out a little bit. And to be honest with you, I think last time I actually used, I didn't use the right tool. I didn't use a hex. Shame on me. But we're fixing that now. So drain plug gets its own washer, metal crush washer. So make sure you put the right one on, because the other side has one too, and it's a different size. It's a lot bigger. So super easy, I'm telling you. Borderline disabled, and I'm still out here changing oil, so you can do it. All right, welcome back everybody. So I couldn't do this all in one time. So what I did is I completed everything on this side. Put the cap on, filters inside, cap, all 3 rubbers. Master cylinder back on, pulled dipstick out, tightened and torqued drain plug. Get a manual, get your torque specs. If you're doing this the first time, torque everything properly. If you've been doing this a long time, you know what to do. So I went in, I sat down, had some water, and I know everything on this side is good to go. So now we're going to go over to the other side. Air filter's over there, still soaking, and same with this side. We're going to remove that drain plug. We're going to change the drain plug, and as this is draining on this side, we're going to go clean up that that air filter. So this is a Torx what? Torx. You like how I do things? Torx something. It is a T45 Torx. T45 on this side. And this one's a weird one, so I will show you once we get it out. All right, so I'm over here with the filter, and I'm chilling. I'm sitting in the chair. I got the hose on. My hose froze over the winter. Let's be out here. The hose froze over the winter, so it won't shut off. But what we're going to do is we're going to start cleaning this element. 1 filter, 1 hose, not a big blast of water. See, just washing it. Nothing special here. I'm not using the heavy setting, just a nice easy stream. The oil on this is almost non-existent, and then I like to shoot on the inside as well to blast through. There we go. Okay, let's let that sit. I'm gonna go shut the water off. You know, if I could work sitting down, I might be able to do this. So here's the filter. It's nice and clean. I got a little bit of debris down here. I'll get that out. You know, you can gently tap. Nothing crazy. Just gentle. You don't want to distort any of this because it needs to seal up, right? Don't take a power washer to it. You're going to destroy the cotton. Don't take shop air, 160 psi. Just let it dry out. Maybe if you have like a battery powered leaf blower, you know, you could kind of hold it back and just shoot some air to it. Shoot it from the inside, blow everything out. But just let the sun take care of it. And the really cool thing with the cotton element that I've noticed, we'll put you up here on me, with the cotton element, if there is any moisture on there, once you start spraying it with the oil, it will chase that water out. So yes, now I got some ooey gooey gross water I'm gonna have to spray off the table. It's always more work than you think when you work on a Spyder, but it's okay. Yeah, cotton shouldn't be that white. You can just see all the water coming off of it. It's a nice warm day today. Get the grandkids' goggles out of here. Fishing net. Yep, I use it to clean out the hot tub. Because you get in it and you got grass stuff on your feet. Yeah, you know. There we go. We're gonna let that sit in the sun. It's gonna dry. And we're gonna liberally coat it with some oil. But right now, let's get back to the Spyder. So did you see the white Spyder lately? Yeah, see? White Spyder. Ground cloth, keep moisture from coming up. Dual Sport, baby. I love my Dual Sport. I need to, I think I'm gonna change those knobbies and I'm gonna put like a Dual Sport tire on it. And I wanna start riding. I wanna get back out on these back gravel roads where I don't wanna take the Spyder. So here we go, 80,000 miles. Bald tire, new tire in there, seats. Done, just from the sun. I haven't been able to do much the last couple years, so I haven't been able to clean the shed up. I want to get a Spyder in the shed, and then this Spyder probably in there. I physically can't do it anymore. New seats. We're gonna power wash this thing. We're gonna clean it. We're gonna pull this off. We're gonna change out the clutch master cylinder. We're gonna clean up the rusty screws. We're gonna paint some rusty bits on it. We're gonna lubricate some stuff. You know, this is just step one. The next thing, we'll change out that tire. And if it takes me another year to put this thing together, it'll take me another year to complete this video series. But yeah, 80,000 miles. Still has the original spark plugs in it. Still has the original brake fluid in it. Still has factory front shocks, factory rotors. I did upgrade the rear shock. And what's happened to this Spyder? Let me tell you. So we bought a new Spyder. I put a cover over it, but it's not parked on concrete. So that cover just held all the moisture up underneath. And this thing in 3 months, well, it got destroyed. I'm not gonna lie. So slowly we're going to bring this back together. And the first step is we got to clean the air filter and we got to get fresh oil in this thing. So that's where we're starting. All right, so the drain plug on this side is quite unique. We have 2 rubbers and a washer, and as you can see, I have a green one on here and a black one. The last time I did this, I remember the kit from BRP was missing a rubber. It happens. If your rubbers are not cracked, you can reuse them. Sometimes they rip coming out. That can be normal, but just keep in mind, if you get a kit and one of the rubbers isn't perfect or it's wrong, you can reuse if need be. If need be. If you can get one at the dealer, go back to the dealer. I just continued the oil change. So that black rubber has been on here for 2 oil changes. So we're changing this drain plug. We're changing the rubbers. We're changing the metal. We're going to put 5 quarts of oil on this thing. We're going to start it. We're going to let it run. So there we go. 1 oil change. I'll be back. Okay, welcome back. You guys want to say hi to Leo? Say hi, Leo. This is the neighbor dog. he wants to help, truly. So we're here with the filter, got a little bit of water still on it, just at the bottom where it's collected, and we are going to go get the oil and we're going to spray this. What a pretty doggy he is. He doesn't know we're staring at him. He's a good boy. He is a good boy. He comes out and he says hi in the morning to all the other dogs, and he'll bark and he'll listen and look. I like Leo. So let's get this sprayed. Okay, everybody, oil. Okay, and like I said, I have another kit just in case this one does not work. Oh, it works. And then we're just gonna spray. Make sure you get the oil down to the grooves, because the oil is actually what attracts the dirt, right? And it traps it in the cotton. And I'm going a little heavy because this thing was very dry. Now you don't want to go so heavy that you start this thing up and it's just going to suck oil. But I need to force it down inside. And it's tinted, so you can see it. You know, she's turning red. Now remember, people, I am not a BRP tech. I'm just a fat bloke here in the States that has a couple Spyders. There we go. That looks pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Make sure I get that in down here really good. And then I'm just gonna let this kind of dry a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna go get my hands cleaned up, and then we're gonna drop this in. Now see, it has a little nipple, so it's only gonna go in one way. And then you put the lid on it. We're gonna button the Spyder up, and we're gonna be done. One air filter cleaning, one oil change, well-deserved oil change on a very awesome Can-Am Spyder. So there we go. I'm not gonna put it on this because I'm gonna have to clean it up. That doesn't get used anymore. I'm gonna go set it over there.